And so today we actually want to talk about the Netherlands, and particularly, I think I'm saying this right, this is not the easiest thing to say, Efteling. And it is a theme park in the Netherlands. I think it's probably their oldest theme park, but it was a really cool experience. We went for our youngest son's birthday, and I know Aubrey's going to touch on that a little bit. But we flew into Amsterdam from Valencia, and we did spend a couple days in Amsterdam. We'll have a separate video for that. But what I wanted to touch on was, because we had moved to Spain, and we had actually gone to this before we bought cars in Spain, we were like, oh, we know public transportation. We're like the masters of public transportation now. We know how this works. And in case worse comes to worse, everyone in the Netherlands speaks English. We'll just talk to someone and do this. So we flew into Amsterdam, and we have to like go south to get to Efteling. And we're like, oh, it's no problem. We're gonna hop on a train, and then we're gonna walk 10 minutes, and then hop on like another train, and then walk 10 minutes, and hop on a bus, and then get there. It took us like 2.5 hours.
We were so exhausted because we didn't have food either, just because we were hopping from one place to the other.
Yeah, especially after flying. Yeah, it was a poor decision on my part. So we learned from that. I just want to say we did learn from that, and some of our friends actually just went. They just actually flew to a cheaper airport that was closer to it instead of going to, because they weren't planning to go to Amsterdam. So one, there's there's an airport even closer to it that makes it an easier move. Second, for like $120, we got a like massive shuttle van. It was like one of those Mercedes like tour shuttle vans, like 17 seaters.
Yeah.
For like $120, it just picked us up at Efteling and took us all the way to Amsterdam. Like it took like an hour and a half drive straight compared to all these hops and transitions and all this stuff. 100%, if you're gonna fly into Amsterdam and you want to go to Efteling, that is how I would do it.
And also with a large family.
Yeah.
Because that's always our problem.
Yeah.
Is we struggle getting
we're gonna take two taxis. Yeah.
For our large family, so then it would have been more expensive. So. We always had to feel everybody else might have a easier time getting places because they're smaller families.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that is fair.
Everything we do is always a struggle, or we always have to make different adjustments.
I just have to say, learn from us. Like, don't take the public metro. Like, you can do it. It's just have a lot of time for it. Yeah. I mean, and don't have like 4 kids under 12 waiting on you. Yeah. Right.
The rides itself, I would have to say, I think it's catered definitely towards a younger child. Our oldest one could ride everything. Yeah. But I don't know if I would say like 15-year-olds would have a good time there. You know, I don't know. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't, but they may get a little bored, because I do think this park was perfect. So perfect for the age of kids like that our kids are, you know, anywhere from like 6 to 12. I think it's absolutely perfect for them. But there were so many, they had like roller coasters, then all of the kids actually got to go on the roller coasters. Yeah. Even just like the rides that you sit on, like in like Disney, where you go and sit, what is it, just like on the little water, and you kind of go through the different like sections. They had that, and then they had the ones where you kind of sit like on the little chairs, and they kind of goes up on the top, and you get to go overlook. And I mean, there's
I would say, I think this is fair, 20% of the rides are for over 12, but 80% is for under 12.
Yeah, I would say
and
in
again,
general,
I think you could have a decent time, but I think you're right. In my opinion,
be for younger kids.
I think so. Yeah.
We had pools for our section, and like so there was different kind of sections all throughout the park that you could stay in, and you had your own pools. So we had the 2 indoor pools. There's like a wave pool and like a
massive like circular pool.
What is it called? Whirlpool?
Lazy
River.
Yeah,
there you go. I was like, I can't think of it. And so I had like a little lazy river, and then a pool, and then a baby pool, which they tried to make our little one only go in the baby pool. But anyway, because I think it is in the Netherlands, they do have to have like the indoor pool, so you can do it all year round. So it was chilly outside, but it was really nice because you could go in and warm up at the warm pools, and they had hot tubs too. But our kids loved the pools. We spent a lot of time in the pools.
Every night. I mean,
every
we're there.
night. Yeah, so that was nice. And it was, I mean, a 5-minute walk from our little cottage. So, and it had like the restaurants right there. So everything was in this little main section. It had like the locker rooms, everything. So that was really nice. It definitely helped when it was cold and rainy outside. We had the pools to go and do something else after the parks closed.
It was just really nice. Yeah, the parks closed. We went and ate dinner at pretty good restaurants, which I'm going to start touching on right now.
Yeah.
And then we went to the pool, and then the kids went to bed, and we did it all over again.
Yeah.
So
no, it was easy. It was nice.
Especially anyone who's like gone to Disney or Universal Studios or whatever, you can know like how much of a rip-off the food is and certain things. They just charge an arm and a leg because they know you don't have another choice.
It's just the stuff to buy.
It's ridiculous.
Right? Just getting the stuff in the parks. We used to go to like Walmart right outside Disney and buy stuff, bring it with us and tell the kids, oh, here we go.
You can pull it out of the bag. Here you go.
Hey, you want this?
Yeah, for like $5.
Yeah.
So they had a sausage roll and like a coffee for like $4 here. Like, I know it was a decent sized sausage roll. It wasn't like a baby one. Sausage roll and a coffee for $4. They had donuts for like a decent little bucket of donuts for like $5. They had all our meals, I think were like $12. We had these little bento box meals. They were like $12. So it was like I think like one of us got like curry rice, a dessert, something and a drink.
They were filling.
Like everyone was full type of thing. And actually, I'm sorry, ours were $12. The kids, I think, were actually $8. They were actually cheaper.
So the kids menu.
Yeah, 8 or 7. Yeah. So like, and they were full. And what I want to touch on though is like some of these places you can get these bento boxes at was really cool. I think because obviously it's rainy and stuff. We actually had amazing weather, which we really lucked out for. It only rained for like an hour on us the entire time we were there.
Yeah.
But because it rained so much, they have these indoor playgrounds at the restaurants on site in Efteling. And so like one, I think Aubrey has a picture of, like it was this massive like tree jungle playground with like 4 different sections. Like one had a slide, one had a jungle gym, one had like a little climby thing.
I mean, at one point we couldn't even find our kids.
Yeah.
Because we didn't realize how far it went back.
How back, yeah.
Because it was like up in like those little like climby tunnel.
Canopy,
And so at one point we couldn't find our kids, but they were just like hanging out up top with all these other children. But you can't see because they're on top of a platform.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was so much to do. So much to do.
Yeah. So I just have to say, I remember we got like a grilled cheese with like ham inside, and an orange juice for like $6 or $5 for like a little lunch snack.
Yeah.
Like a hot dog and something was like whatever. Like I just have to like point out like
it's affordable.
It was not outrageous.
No.
Like it just wasn't outrageous. It wasn't.
Even then too, we went into the store, like they had the on-site stores.
Oh,
we
yeah.
bought like food from there, which obviously a little pricey, but I mean that's expected.
Yeah.
But we bought our son a birthday present, and because we told him, hey, like pick out like one thing you want, and he wanted this owl, like stuffed animal owl, because it was like the whole theme of the thing.
Yeah.
And I would say that was even like 15.
Max 15.
It was 15, but
for a plushie.
But it was a big one, like a big owl. So
yeah, Disneyland that would have been $50.
But not that. Like even in Spain, for some reason, like the stuffed animals are weirdly expensive.
Weirdly expensive.
They're weirdly expensive here. So
Yeah.
I thought it was almost comparable to Spain prices for like a gift.
Yep.
Like that was his birthday gift, was the park and then his owl. So
Yeah, but we had a great experience. I just want to say this, like we had a great experience, and I'll kind of let Aubrey touch on like the cottage we stayed. It was really cool.
So there's multiple different options. Our friends who actually just went, there's only 3 of them. They actually stayed in the hotel on site.
Yep.
We got a cottage on site because one were 6, so we wanted to have the 6-person cottage, and it was just a 3-bedroom,
1 bath.
No, it was 2
Oh,
bathrooms.
2 bath.
There's
You're
one
right.
upstairs,
You're right.
one
You're right.
downstairs.
Yep.
But it was like a 2-floor cottage.
Yep.
Super cute.
It was.
You get to, I mean, you walk through, kind of like walk through a little pond. I think like a little pond, and all the cottages were
surrounded
along the water. And then because it was our youngest son's birthday, we got like the birthday package, which I do have a video of us like kind of walking through the cottage. Super cute, like woodsy cottage.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of things that I would see like back home, like, you know, like when you go like camping.
Yeah.
But they decorated the stuff for his birthday. They got us wine or champagne. They got kids champagne. They had a birthday cake for him. They did streamers balloons, and banners. Yeah. Overall, I thought it was really, really cute. He was so excited. He felt so special that he walked in and the place was already decorated for him.
And it was like $40 for like the normal package. You get in the expanded package, which we thought was even too much, and I think it was like double the price.
Yeah.
But like they doubled the amount of like cakes and food and snacks they gave you.
But even then,
basically.
you could even get more. I think you could even go another package up. And now, our friends who just went for their daughter's birthday, they didn't get the choice of having a birthday package because they didn't get the cottage.
Oh, yeah.
So they
maybe
were
that's
only
fair.
in the hotel. Now, I'm sure there's a way you can call and ask for something, but it wasn't on their booking.
Online egg,
Yeah, like it was actually on our site for the booking. Then you could even add in that you want food and snacks with like chips and all that stuff. But we figured we'll just go to the store and get what we want because, like, you know, at that price, we might as well just go get the stuff that we personally would eat. But yeah, overall, I thought the cottage was really cute. It was very clean. It was nice. I had no complaints over the cottage. I would easily stay again.
It was amazing.
And then I do know when we were walking in, there was a massive cottage for like 20, 30, 40 people. It was so cool. I would love to go back again with like a big group and stay in this massive cottage. It was really, really neat.
Yeah, really cool.
I liked it a lot.
This isn't a negative by any means, but like obviously, as you can tell, we really enjoyed Efteling.
Yeah.
Something we like maybe should have paid attention to a little more. We didn't know what type of theme park it was. We just kind of saw like they have this owl and everything. And I'm like, okay, cool. And we get there, it's almost like a fairy tale land type of thing, like a fantasy land, but like old fairy tales, not like Alice in Wonderland type of thing. It's more just like, maybe it's just fairy tale. What was interesting is we found out that they are all about the Sandman, which was kind of cool. So our kids have these little like Sandman hats they put on a bed. It was really nice of them. They do like a Sandman story time, right? And we actually caught the Sandman and his helper walking to story time, and they took time out of their day to talk to our kids, obviously, because again, in English.
And we're going home, like we're going to bed.
We're going to the cottage. They caught us and like talking about like how they sprinkle the dust and everything. Really nice of them.
Did not go out of character.
Yeah, like stayed in character the whole time. It was really cool of them. But the part I want to get to is, so as you're going through Efteling, there's certain sections that are like with Rapunzel and Snow White and whatever, like there's these certain sections. I'm not going to say it was the darkest versions of them because I've definitely seen worse versions of these, but it was not the Disney versions. And so me not paying attention, like we got to like Rapunzel's tower or whatever. I just remember this one specifically, and they have it in Dutch and English and maybe even German, but they have it like in a couple languages. But so they have it in English, and I start reading it out loud to the kids because 2 of our kids couldn't read English at the time, and so I'm reading it out loud, and we're talking about how Rapunzel lowers her hair, and the prince comes up, and he like gets stabbed or something, and like blinded by the mom, like the wicked mom, who then like Rapunzel flees because she's like in terror or something, and so now like this prince is wandering for like 20 years, blind and like injured,
And the kids were
like, what's happening? Yeah. But then Rapunzel finds him at the end, and like she cries and like heals his blindness, and then they're like together. So again, it was like the worst absolute version you could have, but it like took a while to turn. Like as I was reading out loud, I was like, he's blind? As I'm trying to explain this to the kids. So just like a heads up, like it's not that we didn't think our kids are scarred or anything like that from it. It's just like, it's not going to be the Disney version.
It's not like the happy, like movies. Even though Disney movies really aren't all that happy.
Disney,
they're kind of a little dark in a way, even the Disney ones.
So, again, we'll kind of wrap it up there, but we just, again, I hope you can tell nothing but great things to say about Efteling.
Super cool.
I would go back. The reason I say it like that is the reason I'm saying is I think there's just so many other, like there's like Europa Park. There's so many other parks that we haven't seen in Europe. You know, even Paris Disneyland, right? There's just so many places that we haven't gone. I don't know if we're going to get the chance to go back before our kids are too old for it, to be completely honest with you.
Amusement park tour.
Yeah. But overall, absolutely loved Efteling. I hope we kind of give you guys some information on it if you guys ever want to take a stop there. We highly recommend it. Everyone spoke English, made it really easy for us. And our kids had an amazing time. So we will look forward and see you guys in our next video.
Adios.
Adios.